It's here. The Google Pixel Watch 4, the latest smartwatch from Google, is official. We've been wearing it, testing it, and here's what we think. So first off, all the details. The Pixel Watch 4 comes into sizes 41mm and 45mm, just like the Pixel Watch 3. This year there's no titanium option, but you do get regular stainless steel and some new colorways for the aluminum. Now that might disappoint a few people because the Pixel Watch 3 really stood out with its unique finish. But having both sizes makes it easier to choose the right one. The new models ship on October 9th. And just like last year, you can get either Wi-Fi or Bluetooth Plus for LTE model depending on your needs. The displays are now brighter, they're a little bit slimmer. You also get a more durable design and longer battery life. Plus there's some cool AI and health tracking features. But don't worry, I'll talk more about that later. Now let's get into the review. I am here, and the first thing you'll notice about the Pixel Watch 4 is its curved dome shape. Google's kept that design language from the first Pixel Watch, but with some key upgrades. First off, the bezels are almost 15% smaller, giving you more screen space without making the overall watch look any bigger. The displays themselves are also brighter. They're now AMOLED panels, and they max out at 3000 nits, which is pretty significant improvement over the Pixel Watch 3. That means it's easier to read the display outdoors and during sunny workouts. Now you might remember that the Pixel Watch 3 had a relatively dim display to begin with. So this is really welcome update. Also, because of the new display, the new watch faces look amazing. Our favorite is the colorful one that shows the weather conditions in different hues. There's also a bunch of new third-party watch faces you can download from Google Play Store. The new Pixel Watch also feels a little bit stronger than the Pixel Watch 3. Both watches have an IP68 water and dust resistance rating, but the Pixel Watch 4 adds an extra layer of protection with 5 atm or 50 meters of water resistance, which is meant to withstand higher water pressures at depth. A quick close look at the edges and the rear show you that the Pixel Watch 4 looks a little bit flatter. When we compare it to the Pixel Watch 3, it looks closer to the Fossil Gen 7, and it shares a similar form factor as the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6. Google says it's designed to be more repairable, and the back glass and the front screen are both replaceable. You'll have to take it to a repair shop to get those done, but at least the option is there. It also means that the replacement process is less messy than it used to be. By the way, we haven't seen many reviews talking about this yet. So if you guys appreciate us breaking things to help you save money, hit the like button down below. Now, one other thing that we really liked about the Pixel Watch 3 was the design. And thankfully, Google has kept the same stainless steel design with the Pixel Watch 4. There are two colors, both in 41mm and 45mm options, classic black and silver. Now that rounded design isn't going anywhere, but it does add a few challenges. For example, cleaning around the edges is harder compared to watches with flatter sides. The new Pixel Watch 4 has more or less the same sensors as the Pixel Watch 3, but there are some changes. Just like the Pixel Watch 3, there's a heart rate sensor under the display and a skin temperature sensor on the back. But the Pixel Watch 4 also brings ECG and SpO₂ tracking for oxygen levels. These sensors have been available on many newer smartwatches, but the Pixel Watch 4 is the first watch to offer this type of full suite of health sensors on a Pixel device. And it's all thanks to the new chip inside. The Pixel Watch 4 packs in the Qualcomm Snapdragon W5 Gen 2 chip along with a Cortex-M55 coprocessor, which helps handle the background tasks and saves power. That coprocessor is why the Pixel Watch 4 can support Google's new Gemini AI features, which we'll talk about in a minute. Now the new chip also allows the Pixel Watch 4 to run Google's updated health algorithms, and that's a big deal. We noticed that the Pixel Watch 4's sleep tracking readouts were more detailed and accurate, at least compared to the Pixel Watch 3. For example, the REM sleep data made more sense and was actually consistent across nights. And fall detection is also a big part of the new hardware and software package. If the watch detects a hard fall, it'll prompt you to check if you're okay. And if you don't respond, it'll automatically call emergency services. You can also manually start a fall detection test from the settings. The Pixel Watch 4 also has the same safety features as the Pixel Watch 3, including loss of pulse detection, crash detection, which will auto-dial emergency services after a car accident, plus support for personal safety apps like Moonlight. But the new Pixel Watch takes things even further with satellite SOS messaging via the Global Star network. It's a big deal. It means you can send text messages even when you don't have cell service. And it is part of the LTE version of the Pixel Watch 4. The Wi-Fi version can send texts through Wi-Fi instead. Either way, it's a really useful feature for anyone who likes to hike, camp or explore the wilderness. On the software side, the Pixel Watch 4 runs Wear OS 6 and brings the same improvements that we saw on the Pixel Watch 3. But there are some differences. One is that the Pixel Watch 4 gets deeper Gemini integration. That means the assistant suggests more relevant things based on your schedule, context, and location. You also get smart replies to messages and new gestures for controlling media playback. There are also some updates to the notification UI that make it easier to snooze alarms and some new watch faces. Otherwise, the overall experience is pretty similar to the Pixel Watch 3. Now the good news is that the Pixel Watch 4 is snappy and fluid thanks to the new hardware and software combo. The processor inside is definitely more efficient, which helps save battery life. And the new crown and button controls feel smooth and responsive. We didn't encounter any lags or stutters while switching between apps, running workouts, or using the touchscreen. Now Google says that the Pixel Watch 4 lasts about 30 hours on a single charge with the always-on display and about 40 hours without it. Of course, those numbers will vary based on your usage and settings. And you can also enable battery saver mode if you need to extend it even further. During our tests, we found that the Pixel Watch 4 lasted about the same amount of time as the Pixel Watch 3, which means that it still needs to be charged every other day or so. Under heavy use with GPS and always-on display turned on, the battery will drain much faster. But we appreciated the fast charging times. Google says that 15 minutes of charging provides a noticeable top-up. And that was pretty much true in our experience. The Pixel Watch 4 also charges faster than the Pixel Watch 3. It comes with a USB-C magnetic dock that attaches to the bottom of the watch and plugs into a USB cable. It's a nice side-mounted dock. And one of the new tricks it can do is display the time while charging. It's a nice touch. And when it's charging, you can place it in landscape mode. So it acts like a small bedside clock. If you're looking for a smartwatch that lasts several days without needing a charge, you'll probably want to look elsewhere. The Galaxy Watch 6, for example, can last nearly a week. But the trade-off is that it has lower brightness and fewer health sensors. And if you're looking for a smarter smartwatch with more AI features, the Pixel Watch 4 is currently the best option. All in all, the Pixel Watch 4 is a solid upgrade. The battery life and brightness are improved. There are new safety features like satellite SOS and it is running the latest Wear OS 6 with Gemini AI. The price is higher than last year, but it's pretty standard for flagship tech. Now the question is, who is this for? If you're rocking a Pixel Watch 3 or older and you're looking for better battery life, brighter display, safety features, or AI integrations, you'll find it here. It's also a good pick if you work out often, track your sleep, or want access to Google's health sensors. And if you want a bigger screen and longer battery life, go for the 45mm. If comfort and a smaller wrist are more important, the 41mm is a solid choice. But all in all, it's a minor upgrade compared to the Pixel Watch 3. So, it's really up to you. But if you already own the Pixel Watch 3 and your usage is fairly light, then you can skip this one for now. So what do you think? Do you care about the new features on the Pixel Watch 4? Let us know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.